In this set, it is given that 5 students, namely A to E, belonging to 5 different schools, namely APS, EPS, IPS, OPS, and UPS, obtain 5 different percentage scores in their class 10th board exam, and these percentage scores were 74%, 76, and so on. Now, after going through 5 statements giving additional information, it can be observed that statement 4 is the statement that seems can help us to solve this set. So let's try to understand what is given in this statement. It says the absolute difference between the percentage marks obtained by B and that by E is half the absolute difference between the percentage marks obtained by the students who are from OPS and UPS in 10th board exams. So let's find the possible differences between any two scores out of the 5. Between 72 and 76, it is 2. 74 and 81, it is 7. 74, 82, it is 8. Proceeding in similar fashions, other differences come out to be 16, 5, 6, 14, 1, 9, 8. From these differences, it can be observed that only possible combinations where the given condition would fructify are 8, 16, 7, 14, 1, and 2. So these are the 3 possible combinations where given statement could be true. And one more thing can also be noted here. It is not given that whether either of B and E belong to the schools, namely OPS and UPS. So at most one of these two students could belong to these two colleges, these two schools. So let's compile all the possibilities in a table. So let's draw a table. OPS, UPS, B and E. It can also be noted from statement 5 that the student from OPS obtained more percentage of marks than the student from UPS in class 10th board. So while making combination, we shall take care of this thing. So when difference between the scores of students belonging to OPS and UPS is 2, the possible combo comes out to be 76, 74. In that case, difference between the marks scored by students B and E has to be 1, and it is also given that the students who scored 81% marks in board exam is from the science stream, and from statement 2 from neither science stream nor IPS. So from here we can conclude that B did not score 81% marks in the exam of 10th board. So to get that difference of 1 between B and E, percentage of marks should be 81 and 82, and as we said, the marks is the percentage marks scored by B could not be 81%. So in that case, marks percentage of marks scored by B has to be 82 and E 81. Now when the difference between the percentage of marks obtained by the students belonging to schools OPS and UPS is 14, in that case the percentage of marks obtained by the students who is from OPS has to be 90, and that of from UPS 76. In that case, difference between the percentage of marks obtained by B and E has to be 7, and that can be obtained only in one way, that is 74 and 81. Similarly, when the difference between the percentage of marks obtained by the students from OPS and UPS is 16, there are various cases. It can be obtained like when a score of the students from OPS was 90% and that of from UPS 74%. In that case, the marks of B could have been 74 and that of E 82, or of B 82 and E 74, or of B 90 and E 82, and of B 82 and E 90. These are the possible combinations in which condition 4 can take it safe. So after this, let's come to the questions. In first question, it says if he got maximum possible percentage of marks in 10th board exam, which school does he belong to? From this, it can be said that P must have scored 90% marks, and in all the cases when E scored, and in fact there is only one case when E scored 90% marks. In the same case, the student from OPS scored 90% marks. From here we can conclude that E belongs to OPS. Hence, option B is the correct answer. Now let's move to next question. If the students who are from OPS and APS are from science stream, what could be the maximum possible average or percentage marks obtained by the students who are from the science stream? It is known to us that one of the students who belongs to science stream scored 81% marks in 10th board exam, and from the table that we have constructed, it is clear that that student does not belong to OPS. So one of the student belonging to science stream scored 81% marks. Now it can be concluded that the student who scored 81% marks belongs to APS. So let's see what could be the score of the students who belongs to OPS. Given that the student who belong to science stream did not score maximum percentage marks, so from here we can conclude that the student belonging to OPS did not score 90% marks. So by having a look at the table we constructed earlier, it can be seen that the only other possible score for the student who belongs to OPS apart from 90 is 76. So from here we can be sure of this fact that the student who is from OPS and belongs to science stream scored 76% marks in his 10th board exam. So the required average has to be 81 plus 76 by 2. It comes out to be 78.5%. Now let's move to next question. If neither B nor E are from OPS or UPS, which of the following is a possible list of students who are from science stream? If B and E are not from OPS and UPS, then from the table it can be concluded that only first two cases are possible, as these students cannot belong to one of the given two colleges out of OPS and UPS. From these two cases, it becomes amply clear that E scored 81% marks. It means E is one of the students who belong to science stream, and it is also known that B does not belong to science stream. From this we can conclude that the other student who belongs to science stream can be one out of A, C and D. So C is the correct answer. So that's all for this set.